Hello, welcome to another episode of Bodybuilding and Beanies. I have been rescued out of the gulag. I survived my 1v1 with death. Um, it only took about four servings of Beecham's and a good 9 hours of sleep. Let's go. Uh, I'm still absolutely fucked, but I'm actually alive. Josh messaged me yesterday saying, "Do you want to do a podcast later?" I said maybe. And obviously, Josh being impatient to say the least. He put a question box up immediately after I said maybe, um, expecting that I was probably going to do it later on. I didn't message him for the rest of the day. And then he said, "Do you want to do a podcast still?" I said, "No, I'm dead." So as a result, yeah, I was like, I saw that question box go up, and then about 2 hours later, I was absolutely in the fucking mud. Like, I could hardly stand straight. I couldn't see fuck all. Um, I felt like I'd hit every single possible training session, push pull legs within the space of one. Yeah, yeah. But that's with right. By the way, right. So at that point, I
For
was
anyone who's actually listening on Spotify, all you weirdos, sorry, you have to go to YouTube for this.
I was in Trinity bottoms, which are like lined with like fucking velvet, Trinity hoodie, a
Josh
t-shirt,
Kemp.
a full dressing gown, um, socks and slippers on, and I was shivering at that photo. Fast forward 4 hours, I was profusely sweating for the rest of the night, day and night as well. So last night my bed got piss wet through. I had to change boxers in the middle of the night because I was sweating that much. Yeah. But I legit felt like I've hit push pull legs all to maximum intensity within the space of 1 hour. Bad day. It's a bad day, but we're over it now. Well, I'm over the worst of it, let's just say. So, um, I think men do get that though, don't they? Like with men's illnesses, I swear, when you get an illness, you
You got
fuck
man flu in it.
yeah, you get an illness, you get basically what's it called like paralyzed for a day or two, and then you get over it pretty quickly. So once I was sweating profusely, I was like, this sucks, but I kind of know my body's doing its job to try and get rid of it now. It's trying to fucking
Yeah.
furnace it out. But yeah, it was just a long day. But anyway, enough about me. How's Jenkins?
Um, right. Since the podcast with Danny, I trained twice last week. Then I deloaded from uh Wednesday because I'm heart scan, which I'll get onto in a minute. Um, then went back into gym Monday, and then volume's been pulled down for like this whole week, and then we'll start escalating back up from next week. Um, yeah, pretty all right.
I just realised
Boring.
you got
Um,
Juventus tonight, haven't you?
huh?
You got Juventus tonight. City have got
Yeah.
Juventus.
Good
Mad.
lose.
How do you reckon that's gonna go?
I reckon we'll go lose.
What about United on the weekend?
Oh fuck! Is it this weekend?
Yeah, Sunday.
The thing is, you're shit as well.
I know.
It's gonna be a nil-nil.
But we have an excuse to be shit.
Yeah, we don't. We're just fucking on. We're so bad. Like we're just awful.
Wait, you got a red card? Oh, Rico got a red card, didn't
I don't know how though. It's not. It wasn't a red.
he?
Like it really wasn't a red.
Nah, what was it now? I can't remember now. What was it? Was it second yellow? Second yellow, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was like the play. Like, he slid in and then he, the other player stepped on Rico's foot and then went over or something. I don't know. I didn't really see it. I saw like a glimpse of it and everyone was saying it wasn't a red, but it is what it is. He hasn't been playing well anyway, so I don't really care.
He was
Um,
Forest 3 now, actually, the other day.
yeah, like outside of bodybuilding, my life's shit. Just football shit, and I don't really have anything else that I do. Uh,
It's so nice, though. It's actually nice to see a little bit of shitness, to be
no,
fair.
it's not because I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have like a break and chill out and watch football. Oh no, I don't want to watch football.
Welcome to the past fucking how many years of me watching fucking United play.
So in obviously because I don't like watching football at the moment, I've just rewatched Prison Break.
Great series.
And I'm about to. I started it like I started season one maybe like 2 weeks ago. I think so. I was deloading. I just binge watched loads of it. I'm now like 2 episodes off finishing season 3.
If you watch Power,
No, I couldn't get into it.
oh no, please get into it.
Couldn't. But I like there's some things where like I just for some reason I can't. Like I got into Top Boy finally. Like the one which came out like years
Bro,
like
I haven't watched
not
Top.
the most recent one. Um yeah, not the most recent one that came out, but the one before that. I eventually got into that and I thought found it quite good, but I couldn't get into the newer season of it.
Bro, honestly,
Can't
Power is so elite,
can't get
bro.
into Peaky Blinders either, even though everyone says that's mint.
What? Game of
But
Thrones?
nah.
What?
But
Yeah, you're
have I told you about the issue which it comes to like watching films and like shit like that with me?
probably ADHD attention span, I assume.
Yeah, but if it's like maybe not when it comes out, but if it's like set so much further before I was born, I can't get into it. I can't.
So Oppenheimer, you couldn't watch that.
I've never watched that.
Wow,
Bother. But it came out when I was in the back end of my prep last year. No chance I'm watching that then. Fuck off.
that's such a good film.
I know. It's probably brilliant. Can't watch it. You know that film? Right, Sam's dead. There's a film called Dunkirk in there, and it's like, like World War Two. And when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's fucking amazing!" Went to the cinema to watch it. I don't even it came out when I was in I think I was like year 10, something like that. Couldn't fucking. I had to walk
I
out.
think it's mixed opinions on Dunkirk, though, to be fair, but Oppenheimer, trust.
It's just too old. I can't watch it.
Bro, it's not old, though. It's just an old,
Yeah, exactly. It's the old setting. I can't watch it.
fuck's sake,
I
this
can't.
guy.
I can't. Like I don't. I wish I could, but I just can't.
I think the only series I haven't watched is like Top Boy, to be fair. I've watched all the other good ones, main ones. Breaking Bad, you
Prison
must have watched
Break to
that.
go there. Prison Break. I don't watch Breaking Bad. Don't have to go.
You're honestly just get to fuck, mate. You basically watch Prison Break, then that's it.
No, I've watched Prison Break, Blind Spot. Blind Spot's mint.
I'd never heard of Blind Spot.
Blind Spot's really good.
Yeah, is it?
Um,
I don't believe you.
no, but the first season is quite similar to Prison Break in like how it kind of goes, but then the only issue is Blind Spot is just quite repetitive and repetitive and repetitive, but it is good. Prison Break is just a go. Um,
Yeah, I don't put Prison Break in my top three because I've got so
really,
many good ones. Yeah, because bro, your top three is Prison Break, then Blind Spot, and then you haven't got a third one because you haven't watched any.
I have. I just can't remember what they're
Your
called.
third one goes to a YouTube series.
Not even the third one is this podcast. Let me have a look through my Netflix now. But yeah, that's not a book you're watching at the moment because someone asked me a question on that on my deload question box. I still haven't answered it. Continue watching.
Prison Break.
It's literally that, and then my mum's just been on my Netflix again. Brilliant. Oh, Money Heist is good. Money Heist, you just kills those people. It's quite cool. Um, mm, that's it on Netflix. It's just free. I waste money on Netflix. It's pointless. I should just buy Netflix once a year and just watch things for a month and then just not have it again.
Fuck's sake, this guy. Please just watch, honestly, Power, Game of Thrones are elite. Breaking Bad is, oh, bro, Breaking Bad is like, I think it's the number one rated
I
series on
know, brother. I've
IMDb.
watched 2 episodes of it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
bro, it is, you need to give it a little bit more time.
No, but I'm very sold on a first impression.
Oh, fuck this shit, bruv. This is like judging a book by its cover. You can't expect them to start fucking
No, but you
murdering
judge
you.
a book on the first few pages. That's where the selling point is. If the selling point ain't there, fuck off.
Yeah, but then it can get stale through the series. I'd much rather it warm up through the series.
Yeah, but I'd rather it be boiling hot to start with anyway.
But then it dies off. You can't beat a peak at the start.
You know what? What's the easiest way to get my opinions across? Let's say you get a DM, right? Theoretically, why is Sammy single? Girl's an absolute mentor. She's a 2 out of 10. You're not replying. She might be the nicest girl in the world. You ain't fucking replying. She might be minted. You ain't replying, bro. But if she's got a massive ass, massive tits, tanned, you might reply.
But then she might have some horrible, horrible, she might be a horrible individual.
Don't care.
Fantastic. This is great. So this is why bro hasn't watched Breaking Bad, nor Game of Thrones, nor everyone. Please comment how much of it, how much, but firstly, how good these series are that I'm recommending, and how much of a retard Josh is. Thank you. Right. Uh,
The Boys is good.
The Boys is really good. So that's the one I
I'm
recommend.
still you know when I was watching it in prep,
Yes.
you know, I think the last thing I watched was season two, episode like three, and I just clocked off after that.
And you haven't
But,
watched you ever watched Gen V either, which is linked to Boys.
huh?
You haven't watched Gen V, which is linked to Boys. No. Okay. This motherfucker. It makes me feel like a loser, bro, that I've watched all this shit, bro.
Well,
I've got a girlfriend though, and that makes the time to watch all these series though in quite rapid fashion, to be honest. So
yeah, thanks.
maybe if you change your strategy to girls, maybe it might actually then, you had to watch
There's
these
no,
series I'm recommending.
there is no strategy there. There's no strategy, there's no effort, and there's no want to put effort in either.
You need to put a girlfriend application in your bio.
No, I fucking don't. Fuck off.
Girls, he is hiring. Don't worry.
No, fuck off. There's no girls watching this, bro.
There are.
Do you reckon?
My mum. No,
Yeah.
joke.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she does, to be fair.
In a
Uh,
month from now, we're just doing the podcast in Sam's room.
in fact,
Because
she can probably hear it all downstairs anyway, to be honest. So I don't fucking make a difference. She probably, what the fuck is he saying now on that camera? Fuck me. For fuck's sake.
probably gas. She's like, oh, he goes after guys. He goes after girls. I think you said guys then. Fuck me. He goes after girls with a massive ass and massive tits. That's a massive tick. Because everyone knows Sam's mum's packing. What
She's taken, bruv, unfortunately.
are you gonna say? Nah, she's flat.
Nah, she's packing no heat, unfortunately.
Nah,
Right,
trust me.
let's get off my mum for a subject. Fuck this shit. Right. Well, today we haven't really got an agenda, as you can tell. We're clearly talking about random shit. Um, and we've got some questions, and I'm trying to. What?
Go on. Next
Get
guess.
what my mum on?
Yeah.
Mate, she'll have no clue what to fucking say.
I mean, she's used to being on camera.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's so heavy.
So she.
Yeah, she's not. Get your mum on the camera. Just get mum's Bodybuilding and Beanies podcast. Just get mums on.
Christmas special.
Get dad's on. I ain't got a dad. If you got a dad, it'd be empty.
Right, where actually were we?
I don't know. The context of this podcast is literally fuck all. We have got a guest next episode who has been highly anticipated for a while, but he was in the queue waiting prior for our other guests to come on. So he is due next. Is it he? Should we get a she on at some point? Is there a she we should get on?
No.
Okay.
Well, who would that be, Sam, apart from your girlfriend?
I got from where to fucking say fuck all regarding bodybuilding. Accounting, maybe. Holly?
Um,
Divine? Maybe.
okay, that'll be all right.
I don't really know who else, to be honest with you. Can't lie. Um,
It's not like I fucking talk to, it's not like we fucking talk to anyone, is it?
no other females I speak to.
Yeah,
Mum podcast.
literally is.
What do you think of me to get anabolics, mother? Yeah, I think they're great.
What would you take for a first cycle?
Bottle of wine. All right, sound nice that.
A bit of cream and fries.
Right, anyway, what? How many questions have you got? Because I got fucking none. Thanks everyone listening to from my fan base. I got zero questions from you guys. Appreciate it.
Try to get mine done there.
Yeah, just get some questions reeled off.
Okay, ready to.
We've got three. We can make them pretty long answers, maybe.
Kind of, they're not like the quickest questions in the world, I don't think.
Oh, sound that's all right, isn't it?
So I actually had a DM about this as well. Ned, but the only person who's asked it is Ned Westwood. He said, when the Toast My Physique coming? I'm assuming he means when are we doing the Roast Your Physique episode?
Oh shit, we need to actually start, don't we?
I don't think many people are going to send their physiques in to be roasted.
Yeah,
You know?
but no, we need to put context. It's roast your physique, but it's going to be roasting, but then with constructive feedback off the back of the roasting, saying what's good and what's then shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We're not going to just roast
We're
people.
going to get your Instagram. I'm going to say you look like fucking shit. You've got no arm. Fuck off.
Yeah, but
There's not. There's nothing constructive about whatsoever.
no, because we need to make it right. We
We
can't.
don't.
No, we can't just
No. We don't need to do anything. We do whatever the fuck we want.
give people some value at least.
Yeah, the value is they can laugh.
Whatever. Fine. I might provide something constructive. Josh can just roast a fog. You know, he's a horrible bastard, isn't he? He's a fucking horrible. I can't wait for people better than us to put their physiques in, and I'll be like, yeah, just shit.
Like, say, for example, Danny, but his physique, and I'd be like, yeah, mate, so you got bigger arms than me, probably drive bigger legs than me, to be fair, but you're a fat bastard. You're just really fat.
I think it's absolutely
But,
peeled, mate.
but the thing is, it's like if someone puts their physique in, and let's say, look, they'll probably be better than both of us, but if I know what they're insecure about, they're fucked. Like, I'll just play on that. I'll be really
Oh
hot.
yeah, fact. I think we should run it then. I think we should run it up. Maybe start next week.
Yeah, I can do. I mean,
Or order it
I'm not
post
putting that
Christmas.
story up. I'm not putting that story up because I reckon I'm not gonna let Bloom. You put it up, and I'll reshare it. Then I'll put it up again. Ah.
Oh, you're
Um,
right. We need to do Trinity giveaway, don't we?
yes, do it at the end.
We spoke about that on Danny's one, didn't we?
Yes, that's only been up a few days. We'll do it on Joe Gillen's actually. Oh, that's the next guest, by the way.
Yeah, there you
So,
go.
and by the time you're watching this, it'll literally be recording tomorrow because I'm just gonna put this up straight away.
No,
And
it's not tomorrow, is it? It's
I'm gonna put it up tomorrow morning, but straight away to go up tomorrow.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Joe. So yeah, we'll do that for tomorrow, just so more people can get them in. And then we'll just do it like each week or so for the rest of December. So yeah, the roast of physique is probably going to come in like the next week or so, maybe.
We'll do it as one of our in between episodes.
Yeah, we can do. Um, in all seriousness, we're not going. I'm not just going to be an absolute bellend. I might be, but I'll actually say some nice things, maybe.
Imagine it's like a newbie. And they just go, yeah, I want to start competing in the next year or so. And you go, yeah, you're fucking shit, mate. And they just go,
You're not
like,
even
oh,
on gear.
what?
You're not even on gear.
So you either send them down a loop of abusing their health or quitting bodybuilding. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Less competition for future. Fantastic.
That's the winning shows, but no one in it.
Yeah, we're just trying to bully people off so we don't get second place next time. I realize.
I'd rather become third than second, to be honest, next year. Or I genuinely, I want a third place trophy more than I want a second. I've got fucking four of them. It's so annoying. That sounds so ungrateful, doesn't it?
People would love your position to be in, Josh. All right, stop being ungrateful.
No, they wouldn't.
They would. They'd love it.
I've got more second place trophies than I've had serious relationships.
Is that hard to accomplish?
It's a bit shit, isn't it? 22.
Bro, you're 22. How many serious relationships could you be in at 22?
Well, you can't be in more than one at one time unless you're a cunt. Um, thing is, though, like looking back, I don't really consider them serious because obviously they didn't work out. So none.
To be fair, I've been in two serious relationships. And I've only got one silver trophy, to be fair. So yeah, your kind of ratio is out of whack.
I had to work up. I had to work on both things.
Yeah, you
Not
just
like
get the ratio.
yeah, it's not really where I take what I've done in one and take into the other. I just need to like take a step back from both and really assess what I'm doing.
Bro needs a different career path in both. Maybe we should go for men and try and go for a different sport.
I'd be lying if it hasn't been through my head. Um, next year maybe powerlifting and men.
It doesn't really go together, golf and men.
Yeah, swimming, maybe. Dancing.
Water polo.
I'm fucked, you know.
I could, yeah, you're pretty fucked, yeah. Yeah. I think you should stop now before it gets too late.
Yeah. The world probably be a better place. That wasn't a joke about me killing myself, by the way. Probably would.
Basketball and beanies next, is it?
I'm 5'9", you twat.
That's true.
I was actually tall, am
Beach volleyball and
I? I
beanies.
struggled to reach the top shelf in Tesco. Yeah, I ain't doing that. Football, I'm probably like 30 kilos overweight. Can't run.
Nah, that much try already, mate. You know what I mean?
I probably still got 20 kilos on him.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Nah. Should we see?
But I ain't playing, but I'm shit at football anyway.
True.
This podcast just turned into Josh just giving up bodybuilding soon.
No, this is the first episode of roast your physiques, mate. Roast your.
Yeah. Pilot episode.
This is the test. See if he cries or not. But how fuck off.
Oh yeah, to be fair, before I actually forget to talk about it, because Sam mentioned the word test, my heart scan was absolutely fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with me. My heart is genuinely perfectly fine. Nothing is enlarged to any sort of degree. So that was completely
I think
pointless.
you got 14 kilos on Dava Trial right now.
Sick.
He's
Stage rate.
86 kg.
Easy. Well, I'm probably like 98 now. Dropped a bit. But yeah, my heart scan was absolutely fine. Like the results said normal, 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 no abnormalities, normal, 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 normal. Which makes me kind of like a bit confused as to how the ECG was so fucked.
Possibly, what's it called? What's the anomaly?
No, but like I've had an ECG done in May and it was like similar pattern, but obviously worse now. So that's where I'm like, how can the ECG say this? It wasn't even like showing this is definitely wrong, but it was like there's definitely something wrong. Need to get it checked out.
Is ECGs like showing arrhythmias and that? Like difference in sort of it's like pulses and that, is it not?
It's like like electronic charge. It's like all based on like the wires and shit in it. I don't really know how it works, but it's not obviously like a scan of things. It's based upon what it's looking to detect or something. But it's never gonna tell you what's actually wrong, but it's gonna show if something could be wrong. And it definitely showed like a lot of abnormalities. So I was like, right, there's unfortunately probably gonna be something wrong. There was nothing wrong whatsoever. So that was kind of 100 quid I'll never get back, which I was gonna spend on growth.
Oh well, bro, at least you know. Like it's now the comfort of
Yeah.
knowing. So now you don't have to fucking worry about that for a good while
Yeah.
until
Ever.
next year, until the same thing happens again.
Well, no, I'm just not going to listen to the ECG. I'll, I'll just get another echo in like 3 years' time. And I was like, fuck off. But yeah, that's a good thing, but it's also fucking annoying. So a blast actually starts on Monday, which is cool.
Yeah, man's back on Blasty. Love that because man was so good to put it off until however long when he if this came back as issued. But you're
It was
fine,
continually put off for like months and months and months and months, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to compete next year. But it's only like held me back by a week, so that'll be fine.
bro. You're fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
get the first question up. Let's see what the first questions say.
If that the first question was when's your Rocha physiques going? So the second one,
Oh shit, yeah.
Carla Markusic. I do apologize if I've got that name wrong. I probably have. If you're females, which category, I'm assuming you mean category, would you compete? I'm assuming you mean compete in, and would you still take performance enhancing drugs?
Oh, I hate I to speak about female and PEDs. I have my knowledge is so limited. Um, when I take
It's
PEDs,
difficult to say because there's there's like a theory which that or like an analogy that I'll use, right? Let's say I've got a cup up here. I've got this bottle. Let's say you've got this bottle with no top on it, right? When you fill this and overspill, that's when you get side effects. If you're a male, you can take things out. If you're a female, you have no idea, you can't take things out. You don't know how big, how small this bottle is. that might be a case where you take 5 milligrams of Anavar and experience virilization. You don't know when that's going to be. I've seen cases where people taking literally one little bit of Anavar, their voice has deepened or they've taken tests or whatever. Um, but then it's also a case where you could be like, oh well, I ran 10 milligrams of Anavar and I was absolutely fine, but then you might run it again, and then that's where you might then overspill. That's when you might then get your side effects, and there's no real going back from them. When it comes to a male, if let's say I was coaching Sam and he was running just test, he then experienced some gynecomastia, we could then alter a stat design to pull that down and put it in a better sort of ratio. So you can almost like males just can get away with it a lot more.
Yeah.
So it's a lot different. So I'm I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. I'm going off the case of I'm not too sure if I'd take androgens if I was a female.
100%, I wouldn't. I don't think I would. I just
It's
think,
it's a lot more of a risk, in my opinion, than for males. I think I'd probably still go down like the non-androgenic route. So I probably still would use like GH, L-carnitine, insulin. Um, But then again, with if I had the exact same mindset which I have now, I'd probably I probably would still, to be fair. But I wouldn't be an absolute bell end with it. I'd probably be like, I'm gonna take a touch of Anavar towards the back end of a competition prep.
Yes.
Sam's fucked.
It's fucking happening again. But yeah,
What do I
I don't
repeat?
think I would. I think I'll do exactly the same as Josh. I think with females as well, right? You got to think as well, like Josh said, you can't take much as a female. You can take as much as you want as anybody really, but I think the risk to reward is I think a lot worse in females personally. Um, I think if you want to go to obviously top level and obviously it's very category dependent as well, I do believe. I think bikini high level, I mean, Olympia is different, but Olympia level, like you're talking about bikini compared to figure or physique, it's different gravy, isn't it? At high level, completely
Yeah.
different gravy.
Like even like if you look at like figure athletes within PCA who are moving in comparison to like figure athletes within the NPC, it's nowhere near as much generally. Generally.
Exactly.
Like I've seen some people do I've seen some people, or I say some people, some girls win figure overalls naturally. But then I've heard and seen some figure athletes take a decent bit of drugs and just do pretty meh. And
Yeah.
that being said, that's the exact same for all classes within bodybuilding. It's not even the same for all females. Like the people who can turn up and be natural and go into a PCA show and win their whole overall if they're that good. But I think I do think as well within females, it's like a lot of the younger generation as well are very ignorant to it. Like the amount of girls who are like, yeah, I'll take this, yeah, I'll take that, and they don't really think about it. Like, in my opinion, they're a lot more rash
Yeah.
than males are. That's not to say there's not a lot of males who are very rash with decision making of taking PEDs, but I think there's a lot of girls who will just be like, yeah, I'll jump on this, I'll jump on that. I want to do my first ever bikini show, and it's a PC first timers, and that's the only show they ever do.
I think you should understand that. I think in female bodybuilding, I think there's a across the board. I don't. This is basically also don't take me as gospel on this because I don't really know to be honest. But I'm under the impression there's a lot less assistance in female bodybuilding than there is male bodybuilding.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, there definitely is, but I think there's a lot more. I get like I said, there's a lot more rash decisions with going assisted when it comes to girls,
Yes,
which is it's fucking stupid.
I think you could benefit a lot as a female to taking assistance, but in the right way. So I know that can be just down to again clenbuterol, possible GH.
Yeah,
It
but
could
yeah,
be
even like using like,
insulin.
even using clomidine and off season,
Exactly. Just just very minuscule thing and not touching any androgens can probably just yield such a good benefit just from doing that stuff.
literally. Like you could literally build a very, very, very good physique, especially within like PCA, for example, even to be fair, even like two bros bikini and not touching androgen. And again, it's like I said with like the filling of the cup theory, like you you could literally be one of the unfortunate people where you touch a little bit of anavar and you're absolutely shagged.
Yep, you've realized to fuck. And then again, like you said, your recovery from that is, well, it's not like a men's recovery, basically, unfortunately. So,
Unfortunately, males, like if they got gyno and it was pretty bad, they can get surgery and get it removed.
and then
You're
they can control their hormones after that point. It's
Yeah,
not happen again or to whatever. Wait, oh, that's one question. When I've never actually looked at this. When gyno surgery is removed,
they remove the gland, so you
oh,
can't get
so you can't get it again. Mad. That's crazy. I was thinking that. I was like, you can't get it again, can you?
no.
Which is actually elite, to be fair.
Yeah, and like generally, like the people who experience it more will be the people who have like had it through puberty.
Yeah.
It makes it a bit worse. But like what I'll say to like clients who have like had gyno beforehand, I was like, if the gland is already, if the breast tissue is already there, there's nothing we can do in terms of like stack design that's going to remove that. If we put test really low, put mass really high, that's not going to remove it. If it's a case where you don't have gyno, but it's beginning to form, that can still be pulled down. But it's a case of just damage limitation. But going back to females, if I was to compete as a female, I'd probably be figure, I'd like to say.
I do wellness.
Because sex sells, in it.
Mate, just batty, mate. I've just got a severe big batty, so
No, I'd probably say figure only because I feel like it's figure and wellness I do, but I feel like figure is like the female class, which I think is like the very top is like quite impressive. Even at the top within like PCA, like even at the top of like there's like three in there. There's like what toned, athletic, and what is it trained?
fuck knows. I don't know about that. I don't watch the females
Like
at
they're
the
at least like impressive, and I'm like that's cool. No offense to anybody who's watching this who does bikini, I wouldn't bother. Not just like it's men's physique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just one of them ones. But yeah, I'll probably do wellness. Like I said, Batty and delts, mate. Pretty much. That's it. I'll take that. I already got the Batty there for it, bro.
So
So
in short, I'd probably do figure. I would take PDs, but I would probably not take androgens. If I did, I would do towards the back end of a competition prep. I'd maybe use some Anavar. I'd use Anavar.
how much? 50 milligrams?
Hey, yeah, loads. Double it up on show day.
Easily.
Yeah, if you double on show day, it doesn't count.
Well, 100 pre-show day. 100
Yeah,
pre-show. Nice.
yeah, 100 AM, 100 pre-stage as well. 200 maybe.
What, realization on stage?
Yeah, it just blows up. You know, in PCA where they like move the competitor out,
Yeah.
sometimes they fit a different class. Yeah, you look really good, but you're probably going to be more suited towards bodybuilding. So, bodybuilding's just been on, but we're going to do an own class for you. You'll be on a stage on your own. That's fine. And then you'll just go into the overall for men. That's so offensive. I'm sorry.
Fuck's sake.
And yeah, I probably would take drugs, but I wouldn't be an idiot with it.
That's a good question, actually. I rated that question. Good
Okay.
question.
Would you? What would you do, Sam? Would you take drugs? Would you?
Yeah, I'd do some, but I wouldn't do androgens. Definitely not. Oh,
No.
I'd probably back myself as because even as a natty mate, I'd a big batty mate. So I'd actually back myself as a
Oh yeah,
natty.
that's it. I've never trained glutes in my life, and I've got a half decent ass.
That's what I'm saying. I'd actually back myself as a natty wellness.
That's that out. Yes, if you wonder why there was a joke, I said something which is going to get me cancelled and piss off. So that's why. So yeah, the podcast actually might not be up tomorrow because I've had to edit it. Uh,
This guy loves this guy loves a bleep, you know. He fucking loves a bleep.
not even that wasn't even a bleep. That was just a complete cut out.
You know what's funny? I think you've only ever bleeped shit you've said.
Yeah, it was one with Tim, wasn't it?
I have more
One
control.
with Josh Conley,
Yep.
and then it was now this. Yeah, Patrick. Brilliant. Right, last question I've got from Jack Kinsey-Clough, who is somehow not an IFB pro.
Oh, don't even with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. I did message Jack the other day, and I was like, I've absolutely no fucking idea how he's.
Also, you say Clough. I've always saying like Clo, like a retard.
Yeah,
Kinsley
he was
Clo.
on. He was on Recent Finn's podcast the other day. He said the same thing. It was like a lot of people say like Clow or something like that.
Was it? What is it?
Kinsey Clough.
Clough.
But no,
Clough.
Jack. I have no idea how Jack. You're not a pro, mate. To be honest.
Yeah, you've been fucking robbed, basically. I don't
Not
know how
even the
that
fact that
makes you.
like yeah, he just won his pro card, but he wasn't obviously a pro going into the show. Um, and obviously he failed a drug test a couple of weeks before. Different rules within different shows, whatever. Each the fact that Jack was more classic in a classic show.
I think there's just many reasons why, and
He also looked like, in my opinion, he looked a lot sharper as well, from what I saw.
I just think, in my opinion, if you want a pro card, you should immediately just be out. You should be immediately revoked from any other Clash events that day.
Yeah, they just like send you money back.
Yeah, like I just think
Even,
it's
but even then, I don't get it. Like, if it was you on, like, if you just won your pro card, right, in bodybuilding and or classic, then you're supposed to go into bodybuilding or something. I'd be like, I just fucking won my pro card. I can't be asked going back on stage. The next time I want to be on stage, I want to be in a pro show.
But also, what annoys me as well is that your pro card doesn't just categorize you to being a pro as an open bodybuilder, does it? Like legally,
Yeah,
like you what like Josh Bridgman obviously went from men's physique to classic,
yeah.
and so did Joe Brightman. So it's not like that pro card is, oh, he's got an open pro card, so therefore he's gonna go win his classic pro card now. That pro card,
I think it should be. I think it should. You have a classic pro card, an open pro card, a men's physique pro card.
do you think?
In my opinion, yeah. Because what you see a lot of the time people doing is they'll get their pro card in one division because they might think it's easier, and then they'll just go into the other one.
Mm.
I think that's
Yeah, but I always find though that I think though that, like, for example, right, I can't think of many that have, for example, won it in men's physique and gone up and done extremely well. Like, for example, Josh Bridgman and Joe Brightman haven't exactly.
Josh Bridgman was good this year though. Not yeah, Josh Bridgman was good this year.
He's good, but I'd be like, question honestly though,
He was like top three both shows, wasn't he? Or top five.
top five. But do you see him at the Olympia?
Well, it's his first time in classic, wasn't it? And even like men's physique, he was pretty good.
He's good at men's physique. I actually rated him in men's physique, but I don't know.
He looked a lot better in classic than I thought he was going to look.
Oh yeah, I thought he's better than he looks, but I just think I just don't see him personally on the Olympia stage.
No, I think that's the same for a lot of people though. Like it's
I,
like
I
not
just think I just think if you're changing divisions, there's a reason why. Like, for example, if you're going to go up to bodybuilding and you want it in classic, I don't think that's a necessarily a bad thing. Like, because it's hard to
but
win it
then
in
it's
classic.
also like you've been given your pro card based on certain criteria,
Mm,
but you haven't been given your pro card on a different criteria, so why should you be able to go into that? That's just my opinion.
yeah.
That's my opinion. But regardless of the fact that that dude won his pro card before he jumped on stage in Classic, Jack was more classic than him
Oh yeah, fact.
and was sharper and posed better and did everything
In a
better.
nutshell, Jack, you got absolutely fucking robbed, mate. And I feel for you.
Yeah. But his actual question, biggest pet peeves on show days.
Oh, great question.
I've got a few.
Great question.
Because the first one that comes to my mind is when you're backstage at a show and everyone, don't get it wrong, like everyone's gonna have some level of nerves, some level of hashtag athlete mode, right? As you were taking it relatively serious to some degree. I get that. Like you put the work in, you want to bring your best, whatever. But there's fucking nothing that's gonna change if you fucking have a chat to someone.
Mm,
Like whenever I've been backstage, there's always like a handful of people in the class who just don't talk. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
yeah.
Like, what is your like? I remember being backstage at my first ever show, and like I was a bit nervous, but I was also like, well, there's no point in being a nervous wreck and just overthinking shit because it's going to make me look worse. So I was having a chat to people, And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, do you know the football school? Do you know this? Do you know that? Like, just having a chat and getting people's names, whatever. And there's a couple of people who would just be like, oh, I don't know, don't know, don't know, shit themselves. And I'm just like, I understand if you're nervous, but don't be a bell end, man. We have it every single show. Like, luckily, the shows I did this year, a lot of the people were just absolutely sound. The first show I did this year, Alex and Jake were lovely. Midland show, a lot of the boys were chatting back. I say boys, it was men. A lot of the guys were chatting backstage. Everyone was sound. Yorkshire people were sound as well. Um, but that would be like that's the first thing that comes to mind. It's just people being just miserable.
There's two sides to that for me, right? If it's during pump up, I have a bit of a like pump up just before stage.
Oh yeah,
I'm a bit different. I like to.
no, but I'm talking like you've just got into backstage.
Oh yeah, and you will be yeah. I know what you're saying. So it's like probably like 30 minutes before you step on stage.
I think about like tanning and shit.
Oh yeah, no, that's different. At Tang I talk like fuck, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, like I'm just like, what's your fucking problem? I'm not even going on stage with you. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Um, Here's that. Um, no, whatever. There was
But one
something.
of my pet peeves is when I'm there, I've got my headphones on my AirPods and I'm pumping up, and there was some guy who was just like, I remember PCA Naturals, and there was one guy and he was there just like, he was an arrogant motherfucker, but he was walking around just going, oh, you all fucking ready to like get smoked and that and all this shit, and I was like, oh my God, I can't, I
Just
literally can't.
arrogant people in it. It's just
I was
it,
like, I can't be arsed with this guy. I was like, do you know
but
what?
I've got one. This isn't about show days, but it also kind of is. You know when someone thinks they've been robbed,
Oh yeah.
and don't get it wrong. Like I know we've just spoken about Jack being robbed, but I think he's. I'm pretty sure he shares the same opinion. I'm not going to say he does, but I think he does. I think he probably should do. I think he should back himself. But there's it's when people will go about things in a very negative way. Like they'll put on their stories like I've seen a few people like just like tagging the athletes as well on stage, like coaches doing this as well, where they'll tag where their clients come, say they come second or third, they'll tag who came first and be like, how the fuck is my client come second? And I'm like, bro, what's the fucking point? Like, that's not going to get you your first place. And unfortunately, the people who post like that, there was a reason that you didn't win. It
So
wasn't because of politics, it wasn't because of this, it was because the person was just better.
when it comes to this whole I've been robbed situation, if everyone around you and other people, even outside of your circle, are saying you got robbed, mate. Like for example, on my PCA day, I came fourth. They said I should have been in top three, no matter what. Basically, they believe the guy that came second shouldn't have come second, whatever. But that was in my circle and outside of my circle were saying that. And I didn't have that perspective because I didn't even see the pictures. I was like, I'm fine with this place and that's fine, whatever. Everyone will look very good. That's a different story. But when you come out of that stage and you go, I've been robbed immediately
Yeah.
without seeing any feedback or anything, I think you're in the wrong, that's the wrong position to be in completely. You can't say, if you didn't come to that day, undeniable, more muscular, in better condition or anything, you have no leg to stand on to say that you were robbed.
But I think that's also, it's like, even if you have been, right? Even if a lot of people are saying the same thing in the sense of, oh, this person should have won, that person should have won, that person shouldn't have won, whatever. Like, I think it's just very childish when people like will put posts up about it, put stories up about it, and just whinge about it. It's like it ain't gonna do anything. All you're gonna do is just talk down on the person who's actually beaten you and that person's coach and whatever. And like, in my opinion, you look like a bit of a gimp.
Just beef, mate. It's all it is, isn't it?
It's all just pointless. And then and unfortunately, it's the type of people who probably are in things for the wrong reasons. But then again, it's also like those people who are whinging about X, Y, and Z, they also don't really have a leg to stand on because the person that's beat them are actually just better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think one of my pet peeves on show day, which is kind of an uncontrollable thing, but it could be controlled a bit better, is depends on the venue,
Mm.
but like space for athletes because
Yeah.
for me on show day, I'm not anxious, but I love my own space on show day. I love to fucking just not be spoken to until at least after I've competed because otherwise I
Yeah.
just like to I'm organized. I like to fucking know what I'm doing. I like to speak to my coach only really. I sort of put my phone do not disturb. That's not me being boring. That's just me for locking in
But
until
everyone's gonna be a little bit like different though, aren't they? Like, and there's been like a few shows that I've like out of all the shows I've done, I think Town Hall has been like the best venue for like actually just like be able to like have like people on stage just like on their own for a bit, which I think is like the best way to do it.
yeah.
Because like when I was at Wales, it was literally like a side door. You had to go outside the venue, then back in through a side door, and that's how you got in and out.
It's shit, isn't it?
Yeah, and then Yorkshire was literally like the very, very side of the stage. There wasn't really a backstage area, it was just the side of the stage was covered by a curtain. That was really it. Like at least Town Hall was like a completely fucking separate room. Even like British finals, like I like that's something which I wasn't really like a massive fan of when I did it last year, was like the pump up thing is like a whole gym in front of everyone. You're like almost like a
Yeah,
preferred,
that would fuck me off.
but like, no, I'd rather not. Like, but then it's like it's just too many things to overthink. I'd rather start a couple of resistance bands.
Literally. So I
But
it
then
was
again, it's also like, if like, say if I do finals next year, right? Say if I compete next year and you're there watching over, or Tim's there, whoever is, you could be like, okay, pump this up more, pump that up more. Like, that's cool. I get that. That's better.
yeah,
But
it was for me UKDFBA this year, bro. I just remember like it was raining outside. And inside, bro, it was just so crammed. Like you had nowhere to sit inside. So I just resorted to sitting in my car, lad, the whole fucking time until I got on stage.
well, that's what I did at PC Wales. I was literally just like, there's people just like around me, people like chatting, like Tim, my family, friends, other people were just there. And I was just sat in my car with drum bass on.
I'm just trying to get my feet up, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to sit down and just get my feet up and eat my rice cakes and jam.
Yeah.
Like so, but then after I
There
competed though,
was something else that came to my mind. I can't remember what I was thinking that pisses me off. Um,
I'm trying to think as well.
it was something. Remember, I saw this yesterday. I was like, I've got two. I can't think of the other one.
I do think arrogant cunts on the show they wind me up. But that's people's personas, mate.
Um, Maybe like the time waiting before like going on stage. It's
I
like,
guess not. I guess not show day, but but tanning. Fuck me. I think tanning is always so ass cheeks.
to be fair, you know what? This pissing me off about tanning, right? Is maybe not top coat when you get your top coat done, but at least when you get your base coat, right? You're either at the very like towards the back end of water loading, or you've just finished water loading. You need to piss every 5 minutes. So I'm like, okay, so I've just gone in. Am I going to go in right now? No, I'm going to go for a piss. And then just before I go and get tan, I want to go for a piss again because I'm like, I don't want to piss on someone. I'm too anxious for that. I still got piss anxiety. If I get in traffic still, I start sweating.
Oh, this guy sweats all the time, bro, and always needs a piss.
No, like, no, that's the thing. I don't even need a piss that much anymore. I'll just get nervous that I need a piss. Like last week when I'm driving, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and someone decided to be a bellend and crash on the motorway. Twat. Um, which left me in loads and loads of traffic before I even got out of Wales. And I was literally like, I don't need a wee. I've not drank anything since 9 p.m. last night. It's been 9 hours. I went for a piss before I left. I'm in traffic for it says 15 minutes. And there's probably another 10-minute drive after that before the next services. But what if I need a piss in 5 minutes? And then I get nervous about it.
This guy thinks about the most, I don't know, obscure things ever, man. But yeah,
I like it.
piss anxiety apparently for Josh is the is another one of the stage pet
Oh no,
peeves.
I always have to do it before I go before I go on stage.
I'd
You know
say, bro,
what?
bro gets piss anxiety before
No, no,
stage.
no. Like, every single time. You know when like they ask you to like line up before you go on. I'm actually like, right, can I go for a wee? Every single show I've done.
Fuck me. This guy thinks
And
he's gonna piss on stage.
I will literally be like, when like you just force it. You're like, come on, I will literally force it as hard as I can. Even if it's just two drops, I'm like, sound cool.
The bro's pumped up in his fucking trunks, about to go for a piss.
Mhm.
Wow.
I need to go for a pre-stage piss. And then the lucky thing was at Midlands, because there were so many of us, they then put us back down to like the holding room, like the pump up room. So I went for another wee before I did my routine. Didn't pump up anymore. Everyone else was like pumping back up, and I was like, nah, I need a wee. I I need the wee. And I started chatting.
Fuck's sake. This guy pisses way. This actually the podcast listeners will know that you go for a piss so much.
No, it's only in prep. It's not that much now.
It's better
In
now. It
prep.
used to fuck me in prep, bro. You were pissing all the time on this podcast. You left me
We
about
were,
two times.
when we were at Tom's after we filmed for my YouTube,
Yeah.
we were playing like FIFA at Tom's. And then I was going for I had to like pause the game to go for a wee. And then Sam was like, "You just stop drinking water." I come back for a wee and just down like another liter of water. But nah, thirsty.
This motherfucker.
But the thing is, I didn't really wake up in the night to go for a wee. Maybe like once. Yeah, it was weird. See, that's my pet peeves on show. I can't think of any more.
Yeah, I can't think of any more. There's not many things that I think I'm so fucking. The day is quite exciting, to be fair. I think it is just a combination of arrogant people for me and lack of space for athletes, possibly a show organization as well.
Well, one thing I like now that I've done a lot more shows in bodybuilding than men's physique is how early I'm on.
Yes,
Because I hated that. I hated like in my first show, I was up at like 6:30.
you're
My
waiting
time
all
wasn't
day.
till like 10. And then I was like waiting around for just ages and ages and ages. And I'm just like, do you want to get on stage?
It's sick when you're in classic and you just finish early on,
Yeah,
and
oh
you
mate, junior bodybuilder was mint. It was literally like, right, show started, there's two classes on, then you're on. So it was literally show starts, pump up now.
and then you finish, you watch the rest of the show, and then you can speak to people as well, and then fuck off home early.
Yeah, it was nice. I literally on like the day of my first show, I spoke to people afterwards because there's a fair few people there that I knew because obviously it's not far from me. And then literally came home, had literally like a bowl of fruit, and that was it. Went for a walk, filmed a YouTube video, and posted it the next day.
Yes,
Went to bed at like 10. Nice.
whereas you fucking men's physique. Well, they was it at WMBF, mate? That was at that one in London that fucked me finished at like what 12
Well, no, the pro show started at 1.
a.m.
Yeah,
No, it didn't.
it did. I was like, fuck that.
That's diabolical.
I was like, I can't even, but imagine that was your first show though. First ever show. You were going to compete again.
So and then you think people travel over the country, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Mate, it's absolutely mental.
I'm glad I never have to be at a WMBF show ever.
Yeah. Any clients, no, you're not doing WMBF. Just do PCA.
Yeah, just if you're natural, like UKDFBA is pretty good. It's all you really need. The MBF's okay, I'm pretty certain. Um,
WMBF is good.
PCA Natties as well now, cold.
I think that'll take over, to be honest.
I think it will, bro. It was sick when I did it.
But it's like out of like a show that you get so much more out of it.
It's just organized. It's just better. And like I know my way around PCA now, pretty good.
Yeah. And also just run pretty well. Even if it's like a really big show like that first time is 5, which Connolly did, like it's just ran better. Like at least it's even if it's long, at least it's smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, when shows aren't run smooth, that pisses me off.
Yeah, UKDFBA has a big thing with that. They'd never tell you the time in which the class will be on, and you can't really judge it either.
Yeah, like, even like with PC, even though it's like usually pretty sound, there's never like you never know an exact time. It's always like an estimation.
You can estimate, I think you can always estimate pretty well with PCA though.
Yeah, but like I don't know, I wish it was a bit maybe like I wish maybe instead of split up into two, I wish they split up into like 4 shows. So it was bodybuilding, figure, physique, bikini with like a 5 to 10 minute break instead of like a half an hour break. So that then it's a lot easier to judge based upon what time they reckon the break is going to be. Because if they said bodybuilding starts at 11, figure
Yeah.
starts at quarter to, and it's going to be a 15-minute break, you know, the last class is roughly going to finish about half 12.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so the whole thing's going to take an hour and a half. I'm halfway through. I'm probably going to be on stage at around quarter 12.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
That's the only thing really. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure that's absolutely everything. So by the time this is up, I'm sorry, it's probably going to be a little bit later because I'm a twat and I said something I shouldn't. Um, yeah, I'll try. I should be able to get it up tonight. I'll quickly airdrop it to my phone, make an edit, airdrop it back, upload it. That should be all
Light
right.
work.
And then we've got
Well,
um
they already know now. Gillen, Joe Gillen, Mr. J Freaks on the podcast on Friday, and I'll hopefully be even better by then, so no more blow my nose.
it's either going to be a really good, informative podcast, or it's going to be our last ever podcast.
Yeah, well, I thought our last one would be with Danny. To be fair, but I think we kept them on as timid as possible. To be honest, as possible.
Good.
It still could be our last one. We're still yet to receive any sort of
This probably will be our last one, mate.
if you keep
I
it
forget
bleeding,
to edit it.
if you get to edit it, yeah, maybe for you. It'll just be a solo podcast. Let's get a replacement for Jenkins over here. Someone else who's as handsome with a beanie. It's gonna be hard to find.
Your mum. Get back to that.
Fuck this shit, man.
Right, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much for fuck I started then. Thank you very much for watching or listening because I've now been told I need to put it back on Spotify. So I'll try and do that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Um, if you've enjoyed, share to your story. As we said on the last podcast, share to your story, tag me, Sam, follow me and Sam, follow the podcast, tag the podcast, any guest, tag and follow them, and you'll be probably getting a beanie.
I'll tag Trinity as well.
Yeah, and that'll be sound.
And then comment if you want to leave a comment for this video. Let's put it as
Oh, I can't say the word. I was just putting into my head because it was the same word that me got me cancelled.
I was gonna put viralization maybe.
No, don't do that. No, no, don't do that. No, we're not gonna. Don't comment that. Megatron.
Um let's say Big Batty.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Big Batty. That's the comment. Put Big Batty in the comments if you've made it this far. Love it. Mr.
All
Bonus athlete
right.
over here.
Sound right. Likes, story tags, subscriptions. Brilliant. Oh, by the way, I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube the other day.
How many were on this channel? I think we're on actually decent on this channel, you know.
Overtake, bro.
I generally think this one could possibly overtake quickly.
I need to start doing YouTube again. Keep falling off. I keep like, oh, this went well. I can't bother now.
I need to get a camera, and once I do, I'll put it on like a YouTube. We're on 45 subscribers on this channel.
That shit. Right, we'll leave it there. I've said like story tags, blah, 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 all the time.
Yeah, see you later. Bye
Do
bye.
that. Fuck off.